All right, everyone, welcome back to this video for the houses. Today we're going to talk about the 10th house in astrology. This is a very important house. It's another angular house, the last of the angular houses, so one of the four quadrants of the birth chart. And so like we've covered before with the other angular houses, very important because once we have a good solid foundation in the angulars, and in this case in the 10th house, then the other areas of life are that much stronger. So the 10th house, essentially coming out of the 9th, is that in the 9th we became aware of our life path. We became of some sort of higher meaning, higher worldview, some sort of overarching perspective. So with that overarching perspective, which is still a big part of the 10th house because it's all at the top of the chart, we become aware of where we can actually ground it. Where can we actually take this life path, this purpose of ours, and actually make it into something constructive, such as our career, such as our legacy, right? It's all very much future oriented in that regards. You can see this especially in regards to the axes, the 4th and the 10th house. The 4th house was about the past. It's about the roots, where we come from. The 10th house opposite that is very much about where we're going to, what we're building, and what the future holds in that regard. So anything that has to do with future things, specifically legacy, career, productive things, of really grounding that life path and purpose into something real, especially when it's for society or it's involved with something that has to do with sharing it with others, then that's essentially what the 10th house is. So usually you can see like the work and career stuff. That's usually what you look at for the 10th, but you can also see public image. You can see anything on that public level, as well as anything in regards to our future-minded legacy. All right, so that's the 10th house in a nutshell. Now you can see this also from the fact that it's in the top and left side of the chart, so the top left quadrant. The top is about extrinsic values. So here it's very externally focused, external values. What does the world need? What can I provide? How can I be of service? These kinds of questions. And then the left side is very personal, right? So now we're back to the personal side of the chart, which is about our own personal gift, our own personal giving to those extrinsic values. So you can see it through that. It's an angular house. It's also an earth house ruled by Capricorn or associated with Capricorn, and also associated with Saturn as well. All right, so you want to see if you have any houses in this 10th house. That'll show you the types of experiences that might be directly related to these areas of life, such as career. It's going to show you those types of experiences. Now the sign, very important, which is going to be particularly the house cusp, which is the sign at the beginning of the 10th house. Will show you the qualities that come through these areas of life. So for example, if someone had Sagittarius on this cusp, the way in which they pursue the future and their legacy and career and stuff like that is probably optimistic, probably with that expansive and philosophical view. All right, so those two aspects of it are very important, but you can also look at the ruler of the 10th house, which will be in this example Jupiter, because Jupiter rules Sagittarius, but there's a PDF down below for all the rulerships, so you can get more detail into that. And also the significator, so Saturn. For everybody, wherever Saturn is placed in your chart, both in house and sign position, will give you another multifaceted picture of that 10th. So, that's the 10th house in a nutshell. Everything future-oriented, specifically our legacy here in life, and that public image as well. All right, so if you guys have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you guys all next time.